Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Naylor, aka the Del Sol Runner. Today's video I'm going to be talking about my vlog setup, my GoPro vlog setup if you will, my camera rig, everything that I use to do races, go to expos, and also my trips to Disneyland, which there were previous trips to Disneyland. And so I just wanted to, people have been asking me to kind of know what I work with, how I get, the sound that I do from the GoPro camera. So this is it, stay tuned. We're going to show you the breakdown of how this is all set up. All right, so this is what I have for my setup. This is my whole rig here. I'm going to kind of break things down for you to let you know how everything works out. So of course I have my selfie stick here. This is one I think that's usually more for swimming. This is the one that actually floats, but I like to use it because it's very lightweight. Now there's other selfie sticks I have used, such as there is this one that I've used on a number of races. I really like this one because you can extend it and it can be used to kind of get far away shots or shots at your feet, and it's made it a little easier. But it is a little heavier. I felt this was a little bit more clunky than using this one here, just because it was just and sometimes when you're running, this part clicked together, and sometimes you heard that carry into the video. So that's why I kind of used this one more than this one. Another one that I have used is this one here. This one, of course, is much bigger, and it's really heavy, but I really do enjoy it because I can get shots that are pretty awesome. But I really take it because it is just a really heavy selfie stick to carry, especially when you add it all together. Then this thing just kind of gets a little ridiculous. But for everything else itself, here's kind of how everything breaks down. So I'm just going to take the microphone off, take the GoPro out, this guy out. So here's everything here. So of course, I got the GoPro camera. Now for this rig to work, you do have to remove the cover here. So I did that, but everything else works the exact same. Now, this one here, as I mentioned before, is great because it's plastic. There are ones that are made out of aluminum, and those are just crazy heavy. So when it comes to like running or even running a race, you want to carry as little weight as possible. So if you are going to be carrying a vlogging camera, you want it to be as light as possible, which is why I choose this selfie stick, because it's just the least amount of weight from the others. But this one I really enjoy more than others because the way to attach the microphone adapter, which this one here, you can't get around it. It does, if you do want to use a microphone, you do have to include this, and so that's just a thing. So in this case, you get this, you just kind of feed this little guy through if you can, and then it just fits really nicely there. And then put in the GoPro camera. Then this just turns upside down into the adapter port, and it works really nicely there. Now I can put in the cover, secure it in, and it is awesome. Now, when it comes to the microphone, now I use the Boya microphone, and the reason why is because really more for the microphone stand attachment. I'm not even sure what they call this thing, but this is really why I use it. Now, people have mentioned the Rode microphone, and a lot of people use the Rode microphone. I've actually used it for a number of times, and I have mine right here. Now, the reason why I don't use this over the Boya is because when I'm running, the attachment here does this. And so when I'm running and I'm talking to the camera, this microphone is bouncing up down because, it has that, this thing here that, moves, absorbs the sound. And so when this thing is attached, sometimes when I'm running, this microphone will get in the way of the camera. And you can see just the bottom of the microphone because it's just moving when I'm running. So, the microphone is great. I really like it, but because of this, I chose to go with the Boya microphone because I don't get that problem. As you can see, I don't get that issue, and everything's fine. Now, there's been a few occasions where the top of the microphone did get into the picture, but not much. In post-production, I could always just kind of like zoom into the camera, and then I don't get anything along the top of there, and usually it's usually fine. But anyway, so then I just grab the camera, and so that I don't have, now you can just put the microphone and plug it in just like that and everything's fine, but I usually don't like this bouncing around when I'm running or talking to the camera. So in this case, I just wrap that microphone cable around the cable like this, and then I just plug it in, and now everything's good. I don't have anything in the way, and that is the setup there. And just attach it to my selfie stick. So that is what I have. So we're going to go ahead and now show you a few examples of how the microphone works, how it sounds with the microphone, and then I'll show you a few examples without it, and you guys can kind of see the differences there. Now everything that I'm showing you here, including the Rode microphone, there are going to be links down in the description below if you do want to purchase any of these items here. Everything's pretty inexpensive. The camera is going to be the most expensive part, of course, but everything else, such as the microphone, the casing, the selfie sticks, of course, are going to be fairly inexpensive. You do have to have the official GoPro adapter, and it has to be from GoPro. You can buy other USB-C microphone adapters, but if it's not from GoPro, unfortunately, it is not going to work. So there's nothing we can really do there. But that is my setup. Again, links down in the description below if you do want to purchase any of these items here to upgrade your GoPro to a vlogging rig. All right, let's go ahead and jump to the examples outside. So here's some examples of the sound from the microphone and then without the microphone. So you can kind of see behind me we have these bushes here. You can see that it is pretty windy here, so I'm going to turn off the microphone. Now this again is my Boya microphone here, not the Rode microphone. I kind of explained why I use the Boya over the Rode microphone, but here's what the sound is like. So you hear my voice. See, it is pretty windy. All right, I'm going to turn off the microphone and it's going to use just the microphone from the GoPro. Let's see what the difference is like. Alright, now you are now hearing the sound from just the standard microphone that comes with the GoPro. So again, very windy. How's my voice? Can you guys pick up what I am saying? Or does it sound a little bit crazy? So this is no microphone at all. So if you're walking around, like let's say you are running, in fact I'm going to run right now. How can you guys hear me? So if I'm just talking, saying like, hey, yeah guys, if I'm talking, just saying, hey, this is a race, everything's going well, here's how everything's going. Now I can hear my voice. Can you hear me? Great! Alright, and here is me again with the Boya microphone turned on. So can you guys hear a difference? I think it's a pretty significant difference. And so this setup here is what I really like, and this is a very light setup. I mean, what I'm doing, I'm holding the same setup that I showed you guys just a few moments ago. This is very light, very easy to run with, very easy just to hold on when I'm not talking. I can just carry this with me and it's no problem. But again, still really windy. You can see the bushes move behind me. If you look way over there, there is a flag flying in the breeze, and right now the wind is actually coming right into my face. And so for me, if I was just recording this, I would be thinking like, you guys cannot hear me at all, but I know that with the microphone you guys can hear me very well. And so that's the example of the Boya microphone. Now, as I mentioned before, there is a link down in the description to purchase any of the items here that I have in this vlog setup. You know, things are very expensive. Of course, the GoPro camera is going to be the most expensive item on this whole setup here, but the GoPro 7 is a great camera. I use it a lot. I use it still with everything that I do. And so yeah, that is it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me here today. Thank you for, as you hung out with me for a few months. I just showed you my GoPro setup. If you have any questions about anything else with my setup, go ahead and post those in the comments down below. But until then, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your racing week, and until then, I'll see you guys at the next start line. So we'll see you later. Take care.